What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Zach Lavine has been one of those underrated players for over the past couple of seasons. He was performing pretty good, but no one was really noticing him. And we all know why, unfortunately. It's the Chicago Bulls' fault. One of my subscribers named Daniel Perez has been trying to get me to do a video on the Bulls for a while now. But it's just hard, man. With them trying to rebuild their team, there hasn't been much that stands out, really. This is probably the closest thing we are going to get to talking about the Chicago Bulls for a while. It's just my sad reality. But anyway, Zach Lavine has really been putting the team on his back. And he is really starting to become one of those franchise players that you could build your team around. But as most of you know, he has not always been like this. Who would have thought that when Zach Lavine came to the Bulls, that he would end up becoming an all-star candidate? Exactly, nobody. So in this video, we are going to be talking about his career. Basically just seeing how he has evolved from what he once was. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. But before we get started, I want to take this time to welcome any new subscribers to the channel. Let me know that you're new down in the comments. And make sure that you turn on the notification bell so that you will know whenever I upload. But enough of all that talking, let's get back into this video. The first time I ever saw this guy was when he was in high school. And I didn't even pay attention to his actual game. That's not what grabbed my attention. It was really the fact that he could jump out of the gym. And that he was light skinned. That's a combination you don't see as often. But nah, in all seriousness, I'm not just talking about regular dunk. He was doing stuff that we have never seen before. He was doing all type of wild stuff from the free throw line. I know there's been some people that's dunked from the free throw line before him. But he was doing all this and he's only 6'4". It's levels to this. And the slam dunk contest with Zach Lavine and Aaron Gordon was the best slam dunk contest ever, hands down. But anyways, I say all of that to say this. Even though he's a very good overall basketball player, his athletic ability really outshined that for some weird reason. During the 2014 NBA draft, he was selected 13th overall pick to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves at that time were actually getting a couple of lottery picks in hopes of turning the franchise around, and Zach Lavine was part of that package. The first couple games, he didn't get to play as much. He had some veteran guards in front of him at the time, Ricky Rubio and Mo Williams. But when they were battling injuries, he was able to get more opportunity to show what he was capable of. And even though he was coming off the bench majority of the season, he still had a couple of 20-point per game performances. He finished the season averaging 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. So pretty good considering the fact that he was a rookie and he was coming off the bench. For the 3 seasons he spent in Minnesota, his stats gradually increased each season. By the 2016 to 2017 season had came around, he was averaging 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. He was really starting to develop his game, but unfortunately the worst thing happened to him. He tore his ACL. You never want to see any player go down like that, especially when they are getting close to their prime. But I always try to find the positive in anything. At least he made the layup. But his season had ended early, and so did his future with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even though he was a rising star that had potential, he was still traded by the team that drafted him. That's just the way the league is. And plus it was for Jimmy Butler, which is a no-brainer at the time. But I don't know, after Zach Lavine came back from that injury, it seemed like something was different about him. In a good way though. It's hard to explain. You can tell that experience really changed him. Just how he approaches the game. I don't know, man, it's just hard to explain. It's just the vibe he gives off now. I don't want to say that he's in Mamba mode because you can't just throw that term around like that. But just know it's something similar. When he first came back from his injury, he was a little rusty. But now he is playing the best that he's ever played before. I really hope they let him get into the All-Star game this year because he really deserves it, man. He is putting up 25 points a game, but he does have a lot of competition though. It's about 2 to 4 spots left on the reserves for the East, and he is competing with some players that have been going crazy this season. Players like Bradley Beal, Ben Simmons, Kyle Lowry, D Rose, Jaylen Brown, and a couple more people. We gonna find out the decision soon. But that wraps up this video. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below on parts of the video you agree on or disagree on. And if y'all really mess with the way I be narrating my videos, make sure that you follow me on my social medias. I'll leave the links down in the description. I'll be responding to all my DMs too, unlike other YouTubers. Peace.
I pop a pill and I know that they dangerous. Soon as I'm I'm bustin', I get really dangerous. We in the whip, and my homie Hispanic say he tryna slide. Now you talking my language. Used to shop at the swap, now get fly on it daily. They see all this money, just know that I'm saving it. I overheard when the big homie say it, them boys ain't for play. They be pulling up blade and shit, make 'em an angel. You felt the bullets, they coming from different directions and angles.